So I came down to attend what little bit is growing in my 3-time flooded garden, and I found my electric fence has been disturbed. And I came down around this end down here, trying to figure out why it was all, and looked out here and saw this. Look at the size of that. I believe that to be the Oh My track. I think he went in and then come out, because you can see that's a big track. I mean, that's a big track. I'm gonna shut this thing off and go in and see if there's more evidence how far they got in there. Of course, things are starting to grow a little bit in there. This is their half. Yeah, they made it in here. Boy, there's a lot of space between them toes. I think he got it in and then need it out. I'm thinking that's a spin move there. More toes. That was the one coming in, probably where he got busted. Didn't know what was happening. Turned around and went out. Okay, let's look at my pathetic flooded garden. There's a kohlrabi, which seem to be doing okay, I guess. I don't know. There's a cabbage coming up that survived the deluge. The second time it flooded, I tried to put some onions in there, and then from the first time it flooded, some beans come up. Wow, look at, there's some blossoms on the beans. I might get some beans. There's some corn. We're gonna see how that goes. Where is this at on my leg? There you go. Calf high by the 14th of July. Isn't that what the saying is? There's not much left alive in here. We'll do a brief looky at, oh, that pepper there is still alive. They're not doing much. We could go over here and look at the, I can't believe these are still alive. There's some squash that came up from seed. All right, this clay is so hard it's almost impossible to hoe. So what I do is I come down here with a weed whacker with the solid blades on it and just cut everything off at the ground best I can. That's what I'm going to do now. And this is the upper garden. There's some tomatoes that were started at home. Actually, this is home too, but the home in the lower P. Beans have decided to start growing. Look at the size of that leaf. Wow. Pepper plants look like they're starting to take off. Squash, my. We've got 2 squash and 2 zucchini in the house. We're gonna have zoodles tomorrow. And there's all kinds of babies down in there. They're growing fast. There's 3, 4 babies on that one. These ain't all the same kind of squash. And lettuce. Oh my, lettuce. We've had 4 big salads. We've got lettuce in the house. Anybody need some lettuce? Tammy's gonna run home this next week and we'll bag some up, wash it and dry it and bag some up. It'd be good for a few days. Somebody wants some lettuce. And then my sunflowers. And look at this champion down here. That's up there, eh? And out there is my buckwheat. It's starting to smother out some of the other stuff. I still have my doubts on it, but it'd be about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks, and it's going to get planted into and mowed over. Not mowed, rolled over. It's going to be planted into, rolled out, rolled over, sprayed, killed. But first year trying to grow stuff up here, all learning experience. The learning experience is next year everything will be in raised beds up on top, and the bottom garden going back to the deer. Obviously want it. You see that. Well, my fan must be. Oh, speak of the devil. I made it so it would turn today. What I mean is turn in the pipe. I put a bushing in it so it could spin with the wind. Just been out here rotating and motivating all day. Just noticed it had stopped. That's garden 2022. Why does that not sound right? Garden 2022 update. Such as it is. Hey guys. Come here. Say hey. Might as well do a update on my buckwheat planting while I'm at it. In places it looks pretty good. And then in other places, looks like the deer found me the last day or two. Look at that. Oh boy. This is not planted for you, deer. Look at, this was all nice and high. It's all mowed off, a lot of it. This is not planted for you, deer. This is planted to condition the soil for what I'm going to plant for you. Stay out of here. That had to happen in just like overnight. How much? Yep, I see stems down here too. All mowed off. I imagine they can eat a lot of that in a hurry. I don't know if buckwheat comes back up after being cut off like that. I guess we'll find out. Yep, gonna have to put a camera out. They gotta be coming here in the dark. I don't want deer here in the dark. I want them here in the daytime. Well, maybe they did this before they went and exploring in the garden, and the garden zap scared them off completely for a while. We'll see. Well, kind of bummer, but not really. Buckwheat was growing. Clearly it's attracting what I wanted to attract at some point. I just want to attract them when I can get even for the amount of work I put in here. One of them has to go. So that's kind of my update on my flooded garden, which flooded actually 4 times. The 4th time not so bad, but the first 3 times it was everything, well, there was underwater. Had a big hailstorm, took all the top apples off this tree and the other trees. They were blossoming at the point, but this is the Wolf River apple. That's all right. These Wolf River apples get like that big, 3 apples for a pie. So don't need a lot of them, just need some good ones. See you later.